What up? This is Rama Screen covering movies, TV, and entertainment. How's it going, everybody? I hope you had a good weekend. Um, I want to give you my review of this little independent film that I saw called Billy Boy. Billy Boy is the title of the movie, and I had the chance of screening it in preparation for my interview with the star and the writer of the film, none other than Blake Jenner. You may recognize him from his uh, run on the show, popular hit musical show Glee. So this is his first feature film screenwriting debut, I believe so. Now I want to do this review without any jump cuts, without edits, without reading off the teleprompter. I just want to give this out to you guys, uncut, one take, straight up. Um, and I think the interview went so well that for whatever reason they asked me to moderate their Q&A post screening on opening night of the movie. It was a little, it's a little movie, independent film. So it opened in an independent theater called Lemley in downtown Los Angeles. So there's quite a few audiences there, not as much as, not as many as Regal Cinemas or AMC theaters kind of number, but it was good. It was pretty good for that kind of movie. And so that was my first moderating experience, and I did kind of well. Hopefully it won't be my last, but the experience was very, very rewarding, to say the least. So thank you, Blake Jenner, and director Bradley, and producer Robert Ulrich, and co-star Grant Harvey, and the publicist at 42S for giving me that opportunity. Okay, let's get back to the film itself. It's a drama, and overall, I thought Billy Boy, my first impression after screening it was this movie is raw, unapologetic. It comes at you with ferocity. Um, it's one of those greedy movies that just doesn't give a flying rat's ass whether or not you like it. It's giving you straight up like, here's the reality. All right, take it or leave it. That kind of a movie, and I like that. I enjoyed it very, very much. But it's not for the faint of heart. It's not, you know for everybody. But it's not here to aim to please everybody either. So that's what you need to know about Billy Boy. That's how I would describe it in a few words. Let me give you the plot synopsis here. Again, it's written by Blake Jenner. He plays the lead character Bill Forsetti, and Billy Forsetti grew up poor and desperate, and he has a clique, a bunch of good friends that he hangs with, um, and they steal and carjack to get through life, to get by, and so they do pretty well as carjacking amateurs go. And it's like fast cash and let loose and party life, pretty much living each day at a time, moment by moment kind of thing. And but the leader of the group, Mikey, is what you would describe as a loose cannon. He has a short temper. He's unpredictable. He's explosive. He's the kind of guy that you do not want to mess with, or you do not want to get on his bad side, because he will come back at you 1,000 times fold. And so Mikey and Billy get along for the most part, but at one point they get to the point where they just disagree on the lines that they would be willing to cross, basically, without giving any spoilers. And the following is not a spoiler. It's actually part of the synopsis. One of the friends in that clique uh, experiences tragedy, and this tragedy pretty much becomes the turning point for Billy. And Billy takes up a girlfriend, a beautiful girlfriend that cares for other women in her household. And so he is also contemplating, oh, maybe I can leave this carjacking life and reckless life behind and go with this girl and try to change somehow. But this one tragedy is the thing that's gonna pretty much the turning point in the plot of whether or not Billy is gonna go down the rabbit hole with Mike, or go off into the sunset with his girlfriend. And it's based on his decision and his decision alone. So that's the synopsis in a nutshell, without giving anything too much away. um Blake Jenner as Billy Forsetti, I think he's fantastic in this performance. um I feel like with this script and this movie, Blake Jenner is trying to tell the world, hey, I'm no longer that singing, dancing high school typecast kid anymore. I can play mature roles like this, or even though the character's a teenager, but I can play somebody that is conflicted, is full of drama, full of attention. I can play this kind of gig. So I think with Billy Boy, that is what Blake is trying to announce to the world, and to a certain extent, I think he succeeds in doing that. I hope somebody, or other studios would take notice and it's like, okay, let's cast him in other, not necessarily high school kid roles anymore. Um, this movie reminds me a lot of Larry Clark's Kids in the 90s. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? The movie Kids, with Chloe Savini and Rosario Dawson. And it also reminds me of Andrea Arnold's American Honey, not too long ago. I think a few years ago, starring Shia LaBeouf and Sasha Lane. And it reminds me of those movies because Billy Boy is similar in that it's about these troubled kids, um, in this day and age when the economy's down the toilet, the neighborhood's gone to hell, everything's just shit. It's just, so they have to do whatever they can to get by. But just like Kids and American Honey, Billy Boy also doesn't dwell in uh, the bigger picture. It's not about trying to preach you uh, issues of income inequality or any of the big stuff. It's trying to focus mainly on these characters and their struggles. Yes, yes, the poverty in America plays a big factor as to why these kids have to struggle. But it's not about, oh, how to solve this poverty. It's not a poverty porn. It's about these characters. It's grounded to them, and that's what I like about Billy Boy and other movies that are like it. I think Blake Jenner understands that. He wants to make it about the demons that Billy Forsetti is wrestling with, and the consequences that come with that wrestle. Another actor that's also noteworthy in this movie is Grant Harvey. I was a fan of his performance in another drama called Thumper, which is sort of in the similar tone as Billy Boy, about troubled kids, troubled teens. And in this one, Grant Harvey plays pretty much the antagonist, Mikey. And man, Grant gives his all. He is so ferocious, man, so fierce. He is just like, comes at you from the left, um, and he goes there. Grant is willing to go there. I think if you are a fan of performances that not necessarily over the top, but really, really explosive, that's really in your face, like doesn't like here's what's up, take it or leave it kind of performances. I think you're gonna enjoy Billy Boy as much as I did, because that is what this movie is offering you. Um, Last but not least, the direction is also very stylish. There's some time reversal things going on that I think it's an interesting creative choice on the director's part. It's not necessarily like Monica Bellucci's movie Irreversible, but it's not as prevalent as that. But in Billy Boy, it happens occasionally, just to kind of gives you that mood of lost innocence or lost youth. Like, oh man, where did it go? Or it makes you wish like it could have gone this way instead of that. I think that time reversal technique in this film gives you that impression. At least for me it did. It's a very interesting movie. Again, it's not for the faint of heart. uh, it's a movie that's kind of heavy drama, so it's not gonna it's an acquired taste. So make sure when you go in to see Billy Boy, you come in with prepared state of mind. That's all I could say. That's it. That's my review of Billy Boy. Share your thoughts in the comment section below, and share this video with all your friends on the YouTube verse. And as always, subscribe to my channel and ring the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post new videos. And if you can help this channel, please do so at patreon.com/ramascreen. $2 per month can go a long way. So please, I help this channel's effort in providing you news and reviews on a daily basis. So go to patreon.com/ramascreen, sign up there today, and become my patrons. Let's rock this.